The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is to determine the #1 contender for the WG Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring first, from the Ocean of Stars, Katie Peters slays.
I'm on my own, against the wall. The pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of trying, they hear me roar.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Bentonville, Arkansas, the Associate.
I'm living large now. I never needed you at all. Think I'll fall down? I'ma watch you fall down. I'm living large now. I never needed
Yes, it is a triple threat title match this week.
I never needed you at all. Watch me shine now. Watch me shine now.
I don't think at this point KPS and the Associate have had a one-on-one match yet. They have not even been, well, no, because Katie's been in Battle Royals, or has not been in Battle Royals since the Associate debuted, so they've never even stepped into the same ring together. So KPS very much would like a shot back at her title as she sees it. Meanwhile, AA has never been closer to championship gold than she is right now. She's coming out of the gate with an enziguri, taking KPS off her feet immediately. But hesitating, fixing those pants as they're riding up a little bit. KPS with a splash in the corner. AA tossed over the ropes to the apron. Katie taking her back in with what looks like a suplex. Yes, it is. Down they go. Obviously, AA taking the brunt of it. Snap suplex. The Associate floats over into a pin. Katie with an immediate kick out. No count there. AA goes against the ropes. Katie with a Luthez press. And the punches immediately following. Right check on Breb. I should give Katie an alternate attire that has Breb on it. The Breb Slayer. Breb. Or even one where she comes to the ring in like a Breb jacket or Breb shirt or something. Katie with a low drop kick. Now AA in the corner. Another splash. There's a Russian leg sweep. Started off with AA coming out strong, but Katie has turned it around in her favor a bunch. One count on AA. Oh, that double axe handle. Katie definitely wanting to get a shot back at her title. You can see the aggression she's using in this match right now. One count again on the Associate. Katie sent into the corner. AA with a flying forearm. Oh, look at that stomp. AA just stomping away on the former women's champion. 2 count on Katie. This is anyone's match right now. Both women putting up a strong fight, showing a lot of offense, getting the hits in where they can. Oh, a mean kick from the associate. Katie's back on her feet. Katie will just take the beating and then pull out a Shark Slayer. Maybe. She does tend to do that a lot. Although she had a strong showing of offense in the beginning of this match. Double A with another pin attempt. We got a 1 count. If we know there's anything Katie can do, it is take a beating. Another pin attempt. Almost a 2 count. Getting close. Another Russian leg sweep. Uh-oh, Double A is up. Dropped into a flapjack. Double A brought to the middle of the ring. Katie setting up for that flipping leg drop. Connects. This is usually right before the Shark Slayer. She's setting up. She's calling for it. Double A hooked. Goes up. Shark Slayer applied. Here's the pin. Will this put Double A away? 1, 2. Here is your winner and #1 contender for the WG Women's Championship, Katie Peters Slays. She just can't stay out of the running. She can't do it. She wants that title. Although this time, to be fair, there was only like a 3-level difference between the two of them. So it wasn't as drastic as a lot of other matches have been in the past, that's for sure. Our battle royal begins. 8 men in the ring. Impact getting spud over the ropes. Baron getting Zen over in the corner. Rush had the Dwayne, and Max focused on Avatar X. A nasty clothesline taking X down. I can't imagine Impact's in that good of a mood as he springboards off the ropes and kicks X after losing the title at the Beach Brawl last week. And yet, there's probably no way he's at 100% tonight. Oh, the Spud throwing butts everywhere. I'll try and click it sooner next week. Havoc and X have rolled to the apron to get out of the way. Baron has Zen on the ropes. Impact and the Spud really trading blows here as Dwayne and Rush are continuing their rivalry from week to week. X lifting Havoc up. Lots of little jabs and chops going on here. X lifting Impact up for a power bomb. Nasty maneuver. Dwayne snap marrying Rush. A little elbow to the head there. Belly to back suplex delivered from the Spud to Havoc. Baron is on the ropes. Havoc's on the outside. Steps back in safely though. Catching the leg of the Spud and clotheslining him down. Havoc with the butterfly suplex on Zen. Dwayne with a clothesline to mount more. Baron and the Spud trading now. Baron's up against the ropes. The Spud lifting him up to eliminate. Baron holding on so far. The Spud puts the boot, but Baron immediately starts clubbing at it to roll back into the ring. Rush doing a little celebrating in the middle of a battle royal. We still have a full ring. He lifts up the Dwayne, but the Dwayne elbows out of that hold right away. That grapple, I should say. X is stomping Impact in the corner as Zen lifts up Havoc to eliminate him. This is just pure chaos. I'm actually surprised we've gone this long without an elimination. Usually we have one by now. Rush and Havoc both roll to the apron to get out of the way. Baron sent to the apron over the top rope. He has time to step back in though. Nobody putting pressure on him. X is getting Impact on the ropes. Lifting him up as Rush whips the Spud towards the Baron who's already in the corner. Spud grabs Baron into a butterfly suplex. And Impact fights his way back into the ring. Dwayne with a belly to back suplex on Mountmore. I don't know what's going on Havoc maybe. God, I can't keep track of everything. The chaos is lasting longer than normal. Zen has clotheslined Rush Mountmore out of this battle royal. We are down to 7. And X has eliminated Impact. We are down to 6. Zen eliminates Baron. We are down to 5. They're dropping like flies now. We went from having nobody eliminated for a good portion of the beginning of that match to 3 men getting tossed out in rapid succession. Zen eliminating 2 of them by himself. Zen setting up for a suplex. There it is. Havoc was going for Dwayne, but the Spud interrupted. Spud hits the ropes, and he's caught up in it. Stopped before he could do anything there. Havoc with a clothesline on Zen. And Zen is gone. We're down to 4. Dwayne turning it around on Avatar X. And the Dwayne eliminates X. We're down to 3. Clotheslines galore in this match. Havoc lifting up the Spud. The Dwayne is right there to help. Spud sent over the top, but holds on to the bottom rope. Both men applying the boots. The Spud promptly fights out. Gets back into this ring as fast as possible. Spud scooping up Havoc and driving him down to the mat. He rolls to the apron. as attention is turned to Roxon. Spud throwing some heavy right potatoes. Taking Dwayne down and then stomping a mud hole in him. Dwayne is set up on the ropes. There's the lift. Havoc, it looks like, is going to step in to help out. He sure is. 2-on-1 right now. Will the Dwayne hold on, or is he gone? So far, he's in. The Dwayne fights back. Not eliminated just yet. Spud with a nasty suplex on Max Havoc. Looks like he was doing a little damage to himself in the process. Havoc caught in the ropes as the Dwayne takes a moment to celebrate. Havoc is kind of ragdolled right now, but stumbling back to his feet. Uh-oh. Pump handle. Pump handle body slam. Max Havoc has eliminated the Spud with authority. And we are down to Max Havoc and John Roxon. Havoc goes against the ropes. Roxon misses the clothesline, but quickly gets up. Connects on that one. Max raking the eyes to stop the hold from the Dwayne and sends him into the corner. I think it's been a while since either of these men have won a Battle Royal. So at least we're going to get some variety tonight. Dwayne set up on the ropes. Havoc lifting him up. But Roxon holding on so far. There's the boot. Is it going to be enough to drive the Dwayne to the floor? Nope. The Dwayne clubs back. At least Rush was in third again. Dwayne's caught on the ropes right now as Havoc throwing the right fists in his face. Oh, he goes for that stomp and no one's home. Dwayne countering with a back right, and there's the clothesline. Here is your winner of the Level Up Battle Royal, John the Dwayne Roxon. Big win for the Dwayne tonight. Big win. Big win. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring first, the Raccoon Queen, La Bandita. La Bandita not successful last week. Bum, 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 bum. her opponent, making her way to the ring from France, Susie Hyde Girl. Boom, 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 boom. Susie, I believe, was in contention to get the #1 contendership during the Beach Brawl last week, but unfortunately came up short. So she is now back down to the bottom of the ladder and has to work her way back up to the top yet again. And that battle starts with La Bandita. There's a bridging suplex on Susie. And La Bandita hesitates. Susie comes in, scooping her up and drives her down to the mat. Quick takedown. A forceful one, though. Stomping on the hand of the Bandit. Here's that arm maneuver we've seen her use before. Man, she loves stomping on arms. Pin attempt already. A 1 count. Surprised that even ended up in a count of any kind. Susie grabbing the arm, locking it in. Bandit rolling out of the hold. But Susie's right there with the forearms. Bandit finds an opening, and a snap suplex takes Susie down. Bandit sent into the corner. Susie with the high knee. Following up with a back suplex. More stomps on the hand. Susie repeatedly stomping on the elbow several times. Good Lord. That arm's gonna fall off. Bandit countering with a jawbreaker. Bridging suplex. Oh my God, and goes for a springboard moonsault, but nobody is home. Almost goes too far. Susie drops her into a side suplex and goes for the pin. 2 count. That moonsault might have done damage. That missed moonsault. Susie continues the stomps. What's she looking for here? Again, grabbing the arm. Very, very focused on that right arm in this match. Another pin. Oh, Bandit is definitely in the ropes on that one. Susie hooking the arm, going into an arm bar. Holding on, trying to get La Bandita to tap out. The ref was looking in an opposite direction for some reason, not sure why. Right back to the armbar, though. Will the Raccoon Queen tap? No, she rolls out. Kick to the face of Susie as she's getting up, which Susie does not like. A hard right hand. Here's the drop, the spinning forearm to the back of the head. And the Bandit might be out cold. Oh, looks like she's trying to put her away with the Rampage. Set up. There it is. Rampage connects. La Bandita must be done for. 1, 2. Here is your winner, Susie High Girl. Susie picking up a win to start her journey back up the ladder. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, from the Street of Dreams, Rush Mountmore. Rush looking to pick up a win. I think Beach Brawl was one of his, maybe the first pay-per-view where he did not pick up a win on that. It's usually very good on the pay-per-views, but rough week last week. And his opponent making his way to the ring from Booston, Australia, Avatar X. Avatar X with a rough couple weeks. After 2 weeks as the champion, lost his title, and then lost the #1 contendership to, of all people, the Spud, which was his last chance to jump right back into title contention. So now he too has dropped down to the bottom of the ladder. And waiting for him at the bottom of that ladder, Rush Mountmore. So Avatar X looking to start his ascent once again. But the Rush is also looking, Rush is also looking to dig his way out of the hole that he's been in. Our match begins with Rush going for a rush and taking down Avatar X immediately. That bottom rung isn't big enough for the two of us. Rush is staking his claim on the bottom rung. I don't know if that's what he wants to do. Helmet butts delivered to Mountmore. Several in a row. There's the drop down. Another. And a third. Rush is apparently trying to run out his opponent. Just send him into the ropes over and over, wearing him down. He takes a moment to celebrate, and Avatar X is right there with the snapmare. Scooping him back up. There's a kick and the whip. X connecting with a flying forearm, followed up by a bulldog. Taking Mountmore down. Here's a pin attempt. One count on Rush. He's back to his feet pretty quickly, but X is right there. Oh, nasty. It looked like he was going for a neck breaker, but then just a club across the chest. Going for the leg, but Mountmore sidesteps and drives a knee into the midsection. And then a hard right hand takes X down. Snapmare. Grabbing a headlock. X working up quickly from the hold. Throwing a few elbows. Mountmore sent to the corner. X again with a forearm and another bulldog. I don't know why I'm yawning so much tonight, but that's just where we are right now. Here's the cover. One count on Mountmore. X continuing the assault. Someone in the front row is having a hard time staying in their seat. But look at that man in the white polo. He's just up and down like crazy. Seems to be a big fan of Avatar X. X stomping away at Mountmore and then driving his skull into the mat. Another cover. One count once more. A few fans getting up to their feet. We're quickly sitting back down as X slows the pace down once again. He takes a moment to observe his opponent, and Rush is right there to capitalize. The snapmare followed by a float over neck breaker. Methodically putting knees into the knees. X is back up rather quickly, but Mountmore takes him back down with a back elbow. Here's a cover. One count on X. Neither wrestler progressing past a one count, really. We're on pretty equal footing as Rush hits a clothesline. Hooking the head once more. They are both just hanging out on the mat for a little bit during this rest hold. X fighting his way to his feet. The elbows laid in. Sending Rush into the corner face first and a clothesline to his back. Mountmore against the ropes. Drop down, leapfrog. And turns him into a neck breaker. But he's running out of steam. The triple helmet butts. There's 2. There's 3 and busts Rush open. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Mountmore kicking out at 2. The Crimson Mask starting to form. And it looks like Avatar X is calling for the choke backbreaker maneuver. There it is. The backbreaker connects. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Here is your winner, Avatar X. There you go. Avatar X knows what it's like to be stuck at the bottom. And he's going to sidestep Rush and leave him there on his way back up to the top. Mountmore's losing streak unfortunately continues. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring first, from the city of Bloodhaven, Kim Phoenix. Phoenix winning in that backstage brawl during the beach brawl last week. And her opponent making her way to the ring from the Gardens of Australia, Mop Guardian. That mop dab. All right, here we go. Phoenix and Mop. Phoenix with the forearm to start things off, and a Russian leg sweep to follow. Hesitates though, and the Guardian is there waiting. Nice snap suplex in the float over cover from Mop Guardian. There's a no count on that pin, though. Much too early in the match for that. Phoenix goes up and over into a twisting DDT. Dragging Mop to the center of the ring before going for a floating neck breaker. Going for a stomp, but Mop has already rolled out of the way, scooping Phoenix up into a body slam, hits the ropes and drops an elbow. Nice sequence of moves there. Mop with a cover, 1 count on Phoenix. There's the whip into the corner. The clothesline to take her down. A step over and leg drop. Phoenix sent into the ropes. Oh, Mop goes for a clothesline, but no one there. I feel like that's happened a few times with her. Not in this match, just kind of in general. Phoenix goes up and over. Mop crawling to the ropes, quickly getting back up, though. Phoenix dragging her by the head across the entire ring. They were getting near the ropes, but then Mop laying the elbows into the midsection to force the release. Tosses Phoenix out of the corner. She goes up. And a Hurricane Rana to take her down out of the corner. Headlock on Kim to slow the match down a little bit. Roll into Phoenix's headlock, and there's the release. They square off. Phoenix goes for a flying clothesline. Wrenching the neck of Mop. A little spin over into the middle of the ring. Taking Mop for a ride up and over. Against the ropes. Oh, Phoenix was looking for a spear and Mop jumps over it. It's a nice counter from the one who hops. Yeah, I got to take that clothesline out of her arsenal. That's whiffed twice in this match alone. That is not a good move. Mop hits the monkey, the money flip. Not a money flip, if only. Monkey flip on Phoenix. Snap suplex. Mop just walking around her opponent looking for something. Not sure what. Pin though. 1, 2, 2 count on Kim. Janet's #1 fan in the front row. Front and center. As Mop grabs the head. Twists away at it. Yeah, Janet's fan here to watch her defend the title. That's a third whiff with that clothesline. That clothesline is awful. I got to make a note to change that. Phoenix is going for that springboard elbow. It connects. That's off in the beginning of the end. Leg drop. But Phoenix needs to recover some energy. She's going for a pin. 1, 2. Here is your winner, Kim Phoenix. Big win for Phoenix. The following contest is a challenge match scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, he is the Wrestling Generation Champion, K. Guile. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, the Dark Sun, Cyric. Can the champion, off of his big win last week, take down the big man? Or will this end the way that most of them do? We'll find out right now. There's the bell. Cyric scooping him up into a spine buster. Didn't come out with his usual running tackle move. Using that instead. Sidesteps the punch. And a kick to the gut followed by a clothesline, taking K. Guile off his feet. He grabs a chin lock and wrenches the champion's head. K. Guile finds Cyric's head and lays a jawbreaker in. Delivers a few right hands, stumbling him against the ropes. Cyric runs in and K. Guile sidesteps, driving him into the turnbuckle. A back suplex. K. Guile is holding his own right now. Here's the stalling suplex. The strength of K. Guile to keep Cyric up like that for this stalling suplex. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. A spinning kick to the face. He stumbles, but he's not down. He goes for the cover. The roll up. 2 count on Guile. Here's the scoop up into a power slam. Sirik taking a moment to taunt his opponent. And another spine buster. He's dragging him to middle of the ring. That usually means a pin attempt. Here it comes. 1 count on K. Guile. Not even a 2. This is a straight up match. What was that punch? Wow. Guile sent screaming down to the mat, rolls to the apron for safety. Sirik goes for the punch, but Guile blocks. Stepping back into the ring, Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Oh, do we have a pin here? 1, 2, 2. A 2 after the Sonic Boom. I am shocked. Sirik back up to his feet. Belly to back toss. What's up, dude, man? You. He's got him up for the backbreakers. There's the toss. This is usually followed by what we all know is possibly coming. Nope, mounted punches. I thought he was setting up for it. He's sticking to the punches. He's not liking that Guile pulled out the Sonic Boom, apparently. Uh-oh. The monster's towering. Stalking. F5. One, 2. Here is your winner, the Dark Sun, Sirik. No, Minx did not fight Fury yet. Not yet. That was a decent showing, Guile. That was a decent showing. Not bad at all. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, from the city of Bloodhaven, Rob Impact. a hard loss to Impact last week in a 30-minute Iron Beach match against Kay Guile, losing the Wrestling Generation Championship. Normally, he would be in number one contender position, but I feel like he was in that spot for far too long anyway, so I've dropped him down a little further than normal. Not too far down, a little further than normal, instead of giving him a second chance. Can only hang around in that spot for so long before other people get the opportunity to step up. And his opponent has one of those opportunities tonight. And his opponent making his way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, John the Dwayne Roxon. What kind of pizza, though? That's the most important question. Dwayne with a nasty look on his face. He meant business in that battle royal earlier tonight. Bacon and pineapple? Oh, heck yeah. One of the best combos. Absolutely. Wait, pizza? What happened to keto? Unless it's keto pizza. Kevin, howdy, thank you for the host. I'm light. You haven't had a match yet, though, Caps. You're good. You're good. The Dwayne coming out with a suplex. And Impact right there. There's the kip up, the kick. The knees. And a combo. Almost takes the Dwayne down. Just clips his leg. He got sucked into New World. Suddenly 2 hours went by. Oh, wow. So it's that good, huh? That had been delayed quite a bit from its initial expected release, if I recall. Pretty fun so far. Nice. Impact slaps down the hand, goes for a spear. The Dwayne sidesteps and takes Impact off his feet with a dragon screw. The whip into the corner. Roxon follows in with a big clothesline. Goes underneath and hits a clothesline again. Roxon lifting Impact up on his shoulders. Is he tossing him to the outside? Nope. A drop on the top rope. Wasn't sure if you remember if this was a battle royal or just a regular match. Janet's #1 fan back in the front row. Roxon with a cover. 1 count. Rocks inside steps and kicks. And then a flying clothesline takes his opponent down. One count on Impact. Impact on the way up. A right hand to the midsection of Roxon sends him into the corner. Follows in with a chop. Hits the ropes. Oh, and a missile drop kick to the side of the head. There's the cover. One count on the Dwayne. Into the other corner they go. Looks like it's happening again. Another missile drop kick to the temple. Impact grabbing an arm to slow down the pace. Looks like he's slowly pulling the Dwayne across the ring, too, as he's doing that. Into the corner he sends him. Ooh, nasty. It's like a flatliner that just drove him face first into the middle turnbuckle. Dwayne's caught up on the ropes. He gets sent off of him. Impacts with a sling blade. Takes him down. Pin attempt. One count again. At this point, I am surprised that we're not up to 2 counts. A low drop kick to the back there. Time to take him for a ride. Steps and tosses him overhead. Side steps and kicks. That was a weirdly connected punch. And then a short DDT while he was down just sends him the rest of the way to the mat. He hits the ropes. And an enziguri. Impact's got to recover some energy, I think. He might be running out of steam. Gets the Dwayne to his feet. And the Dwayne counters into a Russian leg sweep. Making sure the crowd knows just how smart he is. Oh, the Dwayne is firing up 2 clotheslines. Ducks under another one, flying clothesline to take Impact down. Spine buster. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Impact kicking out at 2. Here's a Dwayne down. The Dwayne down connects. That could be the end for Impact. 1, 2. here is your winner, John the Dwayne Roxa. Oh yeah, big night for the Dwayne tonight. First picking up a win during the Level Up Battle Royal. And then a win in singles competition. Absolutely a big night for him. The following challenge match is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring first from Chicago, Illinois, Minx Jinx. Is challenge match time. Can Minx topple Fury? And her opponent, the Amazonian Nightmare, Fury. Let's see how mad Fury is for taking a loss last week. We've seen time and time again, after they lose a match, they tend to come back with a Fury. I'll see myself out. Here we go. Fury scooping Minx up right away into the kneel down buster. This game gives boobs a mind of their own during intros. Oh yeah, it does. It's very odd. The physics are strange. Neck breaker on Fury. Minx is starting out this match pretty dang well. I should have kept my mouth shut. Running double axe handle, taking Minx down. There's a sweep of the leg. Another kick to the midsection. Minx getting Fury back up to her feet. No, not even all the way before a clubbing blow takes her back down. Looks like Minx is holding her own. Again, I spoke too soon. There's the rollover into a pin. One count, almost a two already. Minx rolls out of the way, not the worst idea. Sneaks back into the ring, but right into the waiting Fury. Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker off the ropes. Another cover. 1. Not a 2 count yet. Minx is... I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. Fury wrenching the head and neck. Once again. Minx back up to her feet. Fury's there for another. Oh, no, not a buster. Runs her into the turnbuckle and then into a power slam directly after that. 2 count. Fury showing her dominance to the crowd before missing a stomp. Wow. A hard buckle. Strong Irish whip there. Fury stops the elbow. Lifting up for the double choke drop. Time to go for a ride. Round and round. Calling for the Dominator. She's up. Dominator connects. 1, 2. Here is your winner, the Amazonian Nightmare, Fury. Unfortunately for Minx. Yeah, here we go. Battle Royal. Tails with a sunset takedown on Roz as Susie is dragging Charlotte over to the ropes. Phoenix goes against the ropes. We're already in pure chaos. Charlotte holding on, fighting back in. Phoenix going over the top by Minx. Minx attempting to push Phoenix out, but she's coming back in too. Tails is against the ropes as Double A lifting them up. Mop Guardian with the twisting neck breaker on Roz. Double A sends Tails over the top. Tails is on the apron, and Double A just watches until Tails gets back in. How about that? That was very nice. Mop has Roz up as Tails hits a Hurricane Rana. The boos. The rapid fire, like, You just see from one side of the ring to the other in a diagonal succession of just forearms going boom, 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 boom. It's hilarious. Susie has Charlotte up top, and Mop Guardian has clothesline Ruthless Roz out of the match. We are down to 7. Minx with a chop block on Phoenix. Mop has tails up. You leveled up before tonight? You sure did. All the level ups were applied from last week. You're welcome to check the document. I've updated everything. Oh my God, that bicycle kick from the associate. Minx driving Charlotte face first. Mop with a lot of kicks to the legs of tails. Still having a hard time following all the stuff that's going on here. Susie has Kim against the ropes. Charlotte attempting to eliminate Minx. Phoenix fighting back in. Charlotte taking a breather on the apron, and the associate has tails by the head as Minx is trying to eliminate Mop. Double A with a clothesline. Oh, Tails holds on. I thought that was an elimination right there. Tails holds on. Rolls back into the ring. Minx doing a little celebrating. Tails now trying to eliminate the associate. Mop hitting a shin breaker on Susie. As Minx with a tilt. Spinning head scissor takedown. Tails gets sent up and over by Susie. What I missed in the Battle Royal? So far, Roz has been eliminated, and that's it. Susie with that spinning forearm to the back of Charlotte's head. Oh, double A again throws Tails over the top, and Tails holding on. But she's on the apron right now. Oh my God, there's the toss. Oh, 2 eliminations back to back. Susie. Who did Susie eliminate? The associate eliminated Tails. Susie tossed out somebody. Did Susie eliminate Charlotte? Yeah, it looks like Susie eliminated Charlotte. A Hurricane Rana takes Mop Guardian out of the match. We're down to 4 just like that. Again, it's weird how in sync these battle royals are. We went a long time at the beginning of the match with nobody being eliminated, and then all of a sudden rapid eliminations, leaving us with half of our competitors remaining. Minx, Jinx, and the associate trading blows. The associate already losing her match tonight. Kim gets sent to the corner. Minx is set up on the ropes. There's a Hurricane Rana on double A. Susie's trying to eliminate Minx. I thought Kim was going to go help out, but apparently not. Double A countering the grapple attempt. Oh my God, a spinning, flying forearm from the associate. Minx gets whipped into the corner. Double A is in control of Phoenix, dragging her over to the ropes. And a super kick takes Phoenix out. We are down to 3. I believe Minx won the Battle Royal last week. This could be back-to-back wins for her. She's in the final 3 already. The associate looking on as Susie tries to eliminate Minx Jinx. Double A stepping in right away, though. We've got a double team, but Minx counters and drives the heads of both her opponents together. First time I saw that. Susie pulling Minx and dropping her out of the corner. Double A's on the ropes. Susie could eliminate her here. She's going for the kicks, though. Minx back up. There's the clothesline. The associate is gone. Minx goes in for the kill. Barely connected there. Janet's #1 fan back in the front row. Knows that her hero is defending the championship tonight. Minx with a big right hand. Stepping over. Face first. Driving Susie. And another Hurricane Rana. Minx back-to-back Battle Royals. Here's your winner of the Level Up Battle Royal, Minx Jinx. Dang, Minx picking up another victory. I'm wondering if soon we're going to need to put a level cap on the Battle Royal. Because if Minx is that much higher than everybody, she might just keep winning and then leveling up more and more. So there might have to be a level cap on, you can only be a certain level to enter, or below a certain level to enter the Battle Royal. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is to determine the #1 contender for the Wrestling Generation Championship. Making his way to the ring first, from Seattle, Washington, Zen. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Long Beach, California, the Spectacle, Max Havoc. Number 1 contendership is on the line. The Submission Machine versus the Spectacle. Definite size difference between these competitors. One goes with strength and power. The other, technical prowess and precision. Havoc comes in, scoops up Zen right away before dropping a knee on the back of his head. A little showboating, but that's what he likes to do. Gotta love random cat hairs in your mouth. Zen with a snapmare on Havoc. There's an elbow to the top of the head. Like I said, precision. Wearing down different parts of his opponent's body. Targeting limbs individually. Repeated leg drops are going to do damage to the head, neck, and upper chest of Max. He's still going for it. Scoops up Havoc and sends him across the ring. Back body drop. Here's a cover. One count. Wow, there's some power from Zen. It's been hitting the weights hard this week, apparently. Here's a cover. 1, 2 already on Havoc. Havoc's going to need to dig himself out of this hole if he wants any chance at the number 1 contendership. There's a hard buckle. Zen again lifting Havoc by the head. Nasty maneuver. Zen is very aggressive in this match tonight. He sees championship gold in his future, and he wants nothing getting in his way. Here's a pit. Oh, hiccup. Here's a hiccup. 2 count. Zen sends Havoc over the top rope to the outside. Havoc finally getting some offense back in the match. Setting up Zen on the top rope. Zen kicks him right off. Havoc slapping away. Oh! Did you see that? Here is your winner of the match by disqualification, Zen. Havoc just got fed up and a low blow right in front of the ref. Right in front of the ref. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring first from Boston, Massachusetts, Ruthless Roz. Didn't even know they programmed that in. Yeah, I knew it was in there. I just hadn't actually seen it happen yet. Although most of the time I think they're smart enough to do it behind the ref's back, but not that time. And her opponent making her way to the ring from Washington, D.C., Charlotte. You can beat each other with chairs, but dick punches are illegal. Actually, chairs are also illegal, Keeps. Yeah, it depends on the match type. Chairs are illegal in a regular match. In a no DQ match or an Extreme Rules match or no holds barred, yeah. Then you can dick punch all day long, or you can use chairs all day long. But per normal rules matches, low blows and chairs are both illegal. What's up, Ghost Gummy Bear? How are you? I'm doing great. Roz coming in strong with a low front drop kick to trip up Charlotte, before sending Charlotte into the corner. And a drop kick takes her down. Driving the skull into the mat. Are you a wrestling fan, Gummy Bear? I assume you are. Charlotte gets tossed into the corner. Roz with a clothesline. Hey now, thank you for that follow, Ghost Gummy Bear. Pulling Charlotte out of the corner and into a power bomb. And if you're wondering what we are doing here, Ghost Gummy Bear, if someone could hit the exclamation point wrestling command, all the information on our online league is in there. Roz gets whipped into the corner. And Charlotte with a body splash. Thank you, Taylor. So yeah, all the information on what we do. We do this every Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST. All of the wrestlers are original creations representing people in chat. And if you hang around and stream long enough, you can earn yourself enough channel points to unlock a wrestler of your own. Charlotte goes for the cover. One count. Roz gets sent into the corner. Charlotte follows in with a body splash. Charlotte staying strong on the attack, driving Roz face first into the mat. Goes for the kick, and Roz counters. Then sends Charlotte into the corner, and a drop kick to the lower back. Roz coming off of a win last week in a triple threat cage match at Beach Brawl. Charlotte turning Roz around. Looks like we got a little rotisserie action. Nope, we're lifting up onto the top rope. Got her into the tree of woe position before just kicking her into the in the midsection. Charlotte drops Roz face first on the ropes. Here's a pin. 1, 2, 2 count. 2 count. Charlotte slowing down the pace of the match by driving that knee into the back, wringing the arms. Roz struggling to get out as Charlotte wrenches the hold. Minx, how are you so close to leveling up again? I feel like you just did. I know it was a Battle Royal win last week, but damn. Oh, the high knee from Roz. 1 count. Well, 1, Minx is in like every stream. And 2, you do get energy faster for being active in chat. So if you're here all the time and you're active, you're getting energy faster than anybody else. Charlotte showing off for the crowd. Some people snapping pictures. 1 count. But work lurk, I know. It's hard to be active in chat when you're work lurking. I understand. Some energy better than no energy, though. Roz whipped into the corner. Charlotte with a nasty spinning kick to the side of Roz's head. And then a strong whip sending her over the top rope and out of the ring. We're taking this fight to the outside. And the ref has started the count. Bridging suplex on the hard floor. Grabs a hold and a bulldog. We're at a 4 count. Hard chop against the pole almost. Charlotte going to lift Roz and Roz saying no way. 3 knees to Charlotte's head. We're at a 7 count. Are these women going to take it back in the ring, or are we staying out here? 8. Charlotte driven face first on the mat. Roz finally making it into the ring. Roz laughing. Here is your winner, Ruthless Roz. Roz having a strong past couple weeks, picking up the win in that triple threat cage escape match last week. And then maybe her first one-on-one win in regular competition by sneaking back into the ring at the last second. I believe we were just talking about a win is a win. It's not the cleanest win, but a win is a win. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first, he is the Demon of Georgetown, Captain Howdy. Cap's ready to roll some opponent. Let's go. So I know there are still some things we haven't seen because Cap has an ability that he has yet to activate. I think he actually has two that he's yet to activate. That one of them, he's the only one that has it. But someone else shares an ability that he has. And he hasn't used either in a match yet. And I don't know when we'll see it. Or if we will. And his opponent, the Baron. Easy win. Sorry, is that toxic? Wow, Cap talking trash. To be fair, based on the Baron's win-loss record, you're probably not in the worst position here. You never know when a guy's just gonna pull it out of nowhere, though, and turn it all around. Roz the last 2 weeks has come out of nowhere. She had like the biggest losing streak of anybody. And then all of a sudden, these last 2 weeks have been hers. Or there could just be a dick punch in front of a ref. That's true. That is true. Oh my God, Baron coming out with a cutter on Cap. Cap talking trash and the Baron dropping him with a cutter. But now Howdy's throwing the headbutts. Sends Baron against the ropes. Back body drop up and over. I do love a good dick punch. Baron scooped up. Cap continuing to club away. Drives Baron face first. Against Minx Jinx in the other weeks. Oh, okay. It was against Minx. Yeah, I didn't remember who it was against. Baron with a jawbreaker. And then a bridging suplex. He holds the pin. One count on the Demon. Drives me crazy how quickly they go for the pin. Well, I mean, that's how you win a match, right? Oh my God, nice boot from Howdy. Sends Baron rolling out of the ring. We better not see another weird count out because sometimes the game gets hung up on that. A bulldog takes Baron down on the outside. We have our floating timekeeper and ring announcer. Chairs are not written into their contracts. Baron goes face first into the side. Howdy with a double axe handle. As we're at a 7 count, sends the Baron back in. This is going to stay in the ring, hopefully. A demonic dance from the demon. Nice side suplex on the Baron. Another cover. 1 count. Howdy continues the assault, sends Baron into the corner. Big clothesline. Baron's starting to slowly work up, but Howdy's there waiting for him. Scoops him up into a backbreaker. Again going for the cover. 1 count. Baron struggling to get back to his feet. Howdy just keeping the assault up. Baron sees an opportunity, goes for it. Snap suplex. Oh, now's not the time, Baron. Howdy shuts him down with that headbutt. He steps around, though. Baron's firing up. Ducks under, roll, kick. Howdy stumbles into the corner. Baron sending him to the opposite side of the ring. No, he slides out. He's back in. Oh, the sneak clothesline. The sneak clothesline. Baron's looking for something here. He's looking for something. We have not seen this yet. He has not done this yet. He gets him up. Crucifix. Drop. You call that the razor's edge. 1, 2. Here is your winner, the Baron. Big win for Baron tonight. Big win for the Baron. First time pulling the razor's edge out in a match, and it gets him the victory. Looks like Captain Howdy underestimated him with his easy win trash talking. The following triple threat elimination match is for the WG Women's Championship. Making their way to the ring first, from Portland, Oregon, Tales from the Crypt. Making her way to the ring next, from Chicago, Illinois, Minx Jinx. And their opponent, making her way to the ring from Flagstaff, Arizona, she is the WG Women's Champion, Jackknife Janet.
Cowabunga!
Thank you for the birthday bits, Jedi. As I mentioned, this is a triple threat elimination match, so it is not based on the first fall. Whoever gets pinned or is forced to tap out first will be eliminated from the match, leaving the following two competitors to battle it out until we have a crowned women's champion. Tails coming in first with a neck breaker on Janet, and then a Hurricane Rana on Minx. Tails already starting to dominate the match. There can be only one. Janet scooping up Tails into a huge body slam. Minx is there waiting, driving Janet face first into the mat. If Janet is the first one eliminated in this, that means we are guaranteed a new women's champion tonight, but we won't yet know who it's going to be, as Tails and Minx would need to wrestle until a conclusion. Tails has held the championship in the past, as has Janet. However, if Minx Jinx is successful tonight, I believe that will be Minx's first championship win here in Wrestling Generation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that to be the case. Janet with a falling headbutt on Minx as Tails is sent rolling to the outside. A whip against the ropes. Janet goes for that same clothesline that Mop was attempting before. It's apparently a broken move that she also has. Minx was going for the head scissor twirl there, takedown. Tails interfered, saving Janet, but then goes into a sunset flip. And then a Hurricane Rana on Janet. Tails the only one standing tall at the moment as the champion rolls to the outside of the ring. Tails sends Minx into the corner and follows in with those shoulder attacks. Minx catching the foot of Tails and forcing the... Oh my God, what a sweep. And then turns her attention to the champion. Janet with a big crossbody on Minx. 1 count. Tails turning around the kick into the midsection, and then a Hurricane Rana to take Janet down. Float over neck breaker. Sees Minx in the corner and runs over for a leg lariat, sending Minx to the outside. Cover on the champion. 1, Ooh, not a 2 count even. Still in the 1, very close to a 2 count. Tails with a little hesitation there. But ready on the champ. The shoulder attacks again, this time on Janet. Kicking Janet, and now going over the top, and a leg drop on the champ while the champion was on the apron. Minx rolling back into the ring for an attack on the head. Tails with an arm drag counter. And a short DDT. Janet going up, seeking energy from the crowd as Tails hits a senton on Minx. Oh, a combination, that punching combination to Tails. And now, after the senton, a cover on Minx. 2, 3. Minx has been eliminated. Minx Jinx has been eliminated by Jackknife Janet. The championship now comes down to Janet or Tails. What's up, Food Music? That was unexpected. It's true. It's true. What a play by the champ. Yeah, a smart maneuver. Way to capitalize. Tails going for the sunset. Flip. Takes Janet down. So much chaos in the 3-person match, and Janet thrives in chaos. This is true. Tails looking for... Oh no, Taylor whiffed. Taylor whiffed. It always happens. But Tails scoops Janet up into what looked like a modified Michinoko driver and is now setting up for a finishing maneuver. Here comes the pain. Connects. Do we have a new champion? Do we have a new champion? 1, 2, 2. Janet turns around and grabs the arm. Hurricane Rana by Tails. How you get the skeleton thing texture? That is part of that bodysuit. Tails grabbing the arm bar, trying to get the champion to tap out. I can't believe Janet kicked out of that maneuver. Janet rolling out of the hold. The punches to Tails. Oh no, Jackknife. Jackknife incoming. Jackknife incoming. It connects. Has Tails been put away? Will Janet retain? 2. 2. 2. Holy crap. Tails kicked out of the Jackknife powerbomb. Unbelievable match. Unbelievable. 2 and 7.8888 exactly. Janet frustrated, tosses the challenger to the outside floor. Huge clothesline. There are no countouts in a triple threat match, which is why the ref is not counting. Tails sends Janet into the barrier. And Janet has Tails. Goes for the double chop. Tails blocks. Oh, a massive spinning kick to the side of the champ's head. Before rolling her back in, will Tails capitalize on that kick? I don't know if now's the time to celebrate, Tails. Tails firing up, clotheslines. Ducks under, kick. The champ is staggered. Now's the time to put her away. Senton. Senton. A stomp on the arm. And the cover. 1, 2, 2. The true story should be talking about how they're keeping that hat on. I know. That's a move in its own right. Uh-oh, Tails is going up again. This is the move they whiffed before, but if it connects, there it is. Tornado flatliner. 1, 2. Here is your winner and new WG Women's Champion, Tales from the Crypt. Don't even know what's happening, so I don't know if this is good or bad. All depends who you're rooting for. All the wrestlers are characters, original characters representing people in chat. This was Tales from the Crypt, who is representing Taylor Swift in chat. So they just picked up a win and became a 2-time champion. I was rooting for me, so I'm stoked. There you go. Chat filled out forms. So if you hang around long enough, Food Music, if you get 20,000 Batarangs, which are our channel points, you can redeem for a wrestler. I will send you a Google form. You fill it out, and I will create that wrestler based on your requirements and your specifications. And then you enter the into the league. Lamp, how you doing? Huge win for the wild card entry, Tales from the Crypt tonight, who originally was not even supposed to be in that match, but after defeating Fury last week, gained entry and ended up coming out the champion. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Wrestling Generation Championship. Making his way to the ring first from the farmlands of Canada, the Spud. And his opponent making his way to the ring from the good old US of A. He is the Wrestling Generation Champion, K. Guile. Sorry. I think they're waiting for me to announce him there, but oh no. Holding that belt up high. These two are no strangers to one another, especially in championship competition. However, it's almost always the other way around, where the Spud is holding the title and Guile is trying to get it. But this time, roles have been reversed. There's the bell. The Spud goes right in for a dragon screw to take the champ off his feet. Janet's #1 fan in the front row is a little disappointed with the outcome of the last match. Guile with a shoulder tackle to take the challenger down. They're sizing each other up right now, starting the match off slow. Spud sends Guile into the corner, and a body splash takes him down. Goes for the stomp, but Guile holds on to the leg, sweeps it out from under him with authority. Getting the Spud up to his feet, and there's the drop. Nasty maneuver. Leaping elbow from Guile. Spud kicks him off. Wasn't showing up so bad more than expected. Uh-oh. Spud with the nasty right hands. He's going up for the punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. The full 10 sends the champ down. Spud going for the cover. 1 count already on the champ. Guile struggling to find an opening at the moment as the Spud continues his onslaught. Sends Guile into the corner. A drop kick to the lower back. Guile's right back up, though. Doesn't get 100% of that clothesline, but enough to take the Spud down. Spud sent into the other corner, and Guile with a big body splash. Gets him up on his shoulders. Drops him onto the top rope. He is down. Guile sizing up his opponent, walking around a bit before going for the cover. I don't know if that's going to be effective. Barely a 1. Took too long to go for that pin. Spud counters with a right hand and then a clothesline to take the champ out of the ring onto that hard floor. He grabs the leg, the dragon screw. Guile catching the leg there, and then a dragon screw of his own. Mirror moves right there. We're at a 4 count. We don't want this to go to a double count out, or at least the Spud doesn't. The championship cannot change hands on a double count out. He will retain the championship if that is the case. 7, the Spud tossed back in the ring. Guile also following in. Stomping on the arm of the Spud. Scoops him up. Nice shoulder breaker. And a knee to the face. Guile looking to dismantle the Spud. Spud steps out of the way, and then the kick. He hits the ropes. Oh, it's a butt bump. Follows it up. Nope, he's stuck again. We've seen this before. Gonna have to take this move out of his arsenal. This same thing had happened before. He's supposed to be able to hit those other ropes and finish this move off. But apparently this move is just straight up broken. Which is fun. Spud's just going to be out of momentum. That's a shame. Okay, Guile could end up winning based on that alone. There's the butterfly suplex. And a little dance. Get your cat jams. Going for the roll up. 1, 2. Here is your winner and new Wrestling Generation Champion, the Spud.